If you hood educated, I'm glad you made it. Allow me to unfold my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from a hood brother's point of view to all of you here, there, and everywhere. Now check me out. Hey, let me make a correction real quick. I just did a video concerning King Von. And in that video, I was saying that, based on what I seen and what was provided to me, that King Von possibly was scared to go to another cell block or another division in the Cook County Jail because he understood that his ops was waiting on him, right? Now, new footage, new information has came out, and it shows that King Von actually didn't go to PC. No, he didn't go to PC. New footage done came out showing that, the officer is saying that, he just wanted to try to get across the hall, but he does not want to go to PC. Now, from my understanding and the information that has been provided to me is that King Von was just trying to run a play. And I guess in Cook County, that's one of the plays that they run. Now, I don't know if everybody do the gay thing, you know what I'm saying? But everybody try to, maneuver their way around the county jail to get to some of their friends or to get to some of their ops. Now, I can't say that is new to me because even in the state of Minnesota, brothers try to run plays and stuff like that too. You know what I mean? Like if you got your homies over there, you try to do things, to get up out that unit because it's boring over there. You don't like it over there. Ain't none of your partners over there, but all your friends is over here. Y'all from the same gang, y'all kicking and stuff like that. You trying to get over there with them by any means necessary. However, King Von's approach, I wouldn't advise. And I have never, I'm talking about just coming from a gangbanger's perspective, I have never, ever seen gangsters act in that type of way. No disrespect to him. If that's what he wanted to do, that's what he wanted to do. But I have never seen, myself personally, and some of you guys that's from Chicago, that's in the Cook County, that has been to Cook County Jail, maybe y'all can get in the comment sections and let us know. Is that a play that y'all run? Do y'all act like homosexuals to get closer to y'all homeboys? Do y'all say y'all want to go to PC in order to get closer to y'all homeboys? Or was that abnormal? Right? Because I would have to say that the approach that he took is abnormal to me. Like I have never seen nothing like that. Usually when you want to get out of a unit or something like that, you would do things like you would just start crashing out. You would just start beating people up for nothing. And the guards would come in there and say, hey man, what's going on? Every time, we sending you to the hole, we bringing you back, we sending you to, why is you beating up on people all the time? You know what I'm saying? And then that way, they're going to send you to a different division or a different unit, a different deck. You know what I'm saying? And then before you know it, you get to the deck where you want to be at. But you got to fight or you got to flood your cell. You got to cuss the guards out. You got to throw body fluids on the guards or on people. You got to do certain things that would allow them to move you to the hole, out the hole, to another unit, to a different unit, to another unit, until you make it to where your homeboy's at. And then now you just relax. You at peace. You know what I'm saying? So from my experience, you know what I mean? When I was gang banging and being in them county jails and stuff like that up here in Minnesota, that's how we carried it. Those are the things that we did to get closer to our homies. Besides, acting as if, that, we got a different sexual preference. You know what I'm saying? So from my understanding, there was a whole play on him trying to get closer to his friends instead of, actually, being gay or actually wanting to go to PC. Now, another video has surfaced of King Von in the holding cell, right? In the holding tank, in the bullpen, what we call it, right? And then this thing right here is where when you on your way to court, what the county officers do is they put all the inmates in one big old room. And you got murderers in there, you got people that done touched on kids and women that ain't got no business doing that. You got your robbers in there. You got your kidnappers in there. You got your domestic. Everything is in this bullpen, right? It's in this big room. And they put everybody in there. And so there's a video that's out right now of King Von being in that bullpen. He sees one of his ops. The op has a disrespect for one of King Von's dead homies. He has a tattoo that says F, LA, from what people are putting out there. It's LA is one of King Von's homeboys. It says F him, right? King Von sees the tattoo, loses his mind, run up to one of his homeboys. His homeboy helped him slip his handcuffs, because everybody in this bullpen is handcuffed. Why? Because they don't want people fighting. That's the whole purpose. Y'all sitting up in here handcuffed, so we don't want y'all in here fighting, because that's what happened when you go to the bullpen. You're going to see somebody that you don't like, they don't like you, and y'all going to fight. So to avoid that, they keep you handcuffed, so you can't fight. But King Von was I'm talking about out of his mind, and wanted this guy so bad that somehow he slipped one of his hands out of the handcuff with some help from one of his homeboys. Walks over to the man and commenced to, I'm talking about beating him down. I'm talking about coming from way back here with it, right? Now, when I seen the video, to me, it was disgusting. But when I looked into the comments, you got, young brothers, older brothers, they in the comments talking about like, this is the most gangsterish thing in the world. That's the King Von I know. Man, ooh, he snapped, he did. Man, listen, let me tell y'all something. Listen to what I'm finna tell y'all. Would y'all be giving me those same accolades if I walked up on somebody who had their hands tied behind their back and I just commenced to just beating on them? That's gangster? That's what y'all call gangster now? Just because somebody walked up on somebody who was handcuffed that who can't fight you back, and you start beating on them. That's gangster. Come on, man. Y'all, look, y'all whole concept of gangster, y'all whole concept of being real is thrown off. I'm speaking from a gangbanger's perspective. Y'all got to excuse me right now. It's thrown off. A real gangster would have said, hey, man, when we come out these, we got to do that, bro. We going to go in the back here, you know what I'm saying, in this shower back here, and we going to come from the shoulders, man, win, lose, or draw. And then after that, it's over with. How can you call yourself a gangster when you beating up somebody that got their hands tied behind their back? Or their hands tied so they can't fight you? Ain't nothing gangster about that. Nothing. But according to y'all and the way y'all can it now these days, I guess that's gangster. Young brothers and sisters, and some of you classic men, don't look at that video and say that to me, with all due respect to King Von, to me, that was a cowardice act. Why, hood educated? Why was it a cowardice act? Because here it is, you putting your hands on somebody who can't defend themselves. He can't defend himself. He like this here. Regardless of what he done did or what type of tattoo that he got on or whatever. To me, that right there just was a cowardice act. Like, come on. You gonna see him, or you gonna see some of his guys and stuff like that, man. I mean, like, you gonna slip your hands out of your handcuffs and then gonna beat up on a man that got handcuffs on. I don't see nothing gangster about that. Nah. Because again, if I walked up on a man right now today, and that man had his hands tied behind his back, and I just started beating him. I'm talking about working him, beating him. Y'all gonna dog me, hood educated, you out of pocket. You bogus. You foul. The man had his hands tied behind his back. Man, you ain't tough. But come on. That ain't gangster. Those are the words that y'all will be saying to me. But just because it's the brother King Von, hey man, he a beast. Man, I'm talking about that's a real slider and all that old type of stuff. Man, come on, man. Kids, listen, young brothers, ain't nothing gangster about that. Ain't nothing, come on, man. That ain't nothing, listen, that is nothing gangster about that. Like I said before, real gangsters, hey, look, we gonna come from the shoulders, man. Man, me and you, ain't nobody got to jump in or none of that. You know what I'm saying? We gonna go back here in this shower or this room or this cell, and we finna tear it up. Then after that, we gonna come out, win, lose, or draw. We gonna leave that alone. That's how gangsters handle business. That's how gangsters do their thing. All that old beating up on somebody that got handcuffs on, I can't agree with that. Some of y'all might, right? Some of y'all might agree with that. Some of y'all might say hood educated, you know, that's his ops, you know what I'm saying? He ain't got no, he don't have to be fair with his ops and all that old type of stuff. And I understand that part right there. I understand that. But just coming from where I'm coming from, nah, bro, like that ain't nothing gangster about that. And like I say, don't disrespect, and rest in peace to the brother King Von, but no disrespect, but nah, ain't nothing gangster about that at all, man. You slip your cuffs and then you go beat up on a man that's handcuffed. I don't agree with it. And please, man, don't you young brothers think that that's cool and think that you finna get in the county jail and slip your cuffs, because that's like, it don't happen like that. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, it happened like that, and he was able to assault that other brother, but it don't happen like that. And not only that, can you imagine you being in the county jail with your handcuffs on, and here it is, a guy running up on you, beating on you because he ain't got no handcuffs on. And he beating you. And you sitting there handcuffed. You're going to be thinking like, bruh, I'm handcuffed. You coming to put your hands on me? And that would make, and this is just me, that would make me feel like a straight coward if I did that. Now, everybody is different, but I'm talking about me. I couldn't do that. If I seen my op and I'm talking about he handcuffed and I ain't got no handcuffs on, I'm not finna, that's easy. That's preying on the weak. This man can't defend himself. He can't hit me back. I know this. So I'm just finna beat him. Nah, gangsters don't move like that. Not in my book, maybe in yours. This hood educated, not lame related. Peace and love, and y'all take care of yourself out there. If I said anything that caused you to think, hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed to the channel already, and leave me a like. And if you're feeling generous, please make a small donation to the channel. And if you want to see that video, click the link that's going to be pinned at the top of the comment section. Peace and love.